Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. First down gets him a yard to the 26.
Breida on the carry.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, a run with Breida. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Matt Breida, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Miles Jack. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Haskins will throw. Being chased out left. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
They go play action with Haskins. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now it's Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Matt Breida, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, both of these two teams, the Jets and Dolphins, looking to improve their rushing attack in 2020. Last year, they were the bottom two teams in the league in terms of rushing yards. The Jets at 31, and the Dolphins dead last at number 32. A good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
It's a gain of 5.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Second and 5. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did something with that.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Third down, a run from Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. Flush to his right. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Complete to
Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Minshew.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun is Minshew. He'll fight his man with Laviska Shenault. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Laviska Shenault.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Let's see what you got. 51 the mic. 51 the mic. Man, that's trash.
Now Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Dolphins.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jaguars, nothing.
On 1st down, here's Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. As he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And here comes Westbrook. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Minshew sets to throw. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 11 more on that one and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. To Thompson on the screen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, connection made with Chenault. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46.
Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 46 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 14. Jaguars 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a give to Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins on the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And out. It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got it complete to Thompson. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It'll be Minshew again. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. The 30. Past the 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that's a great play for that defensive unit. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Jaguars 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They go play action here on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brings up 3rd down.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy?
Recon, 132 fighter.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
To Chris Thompson.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 13. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Give him 58 yards on the ground.
10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Lambo on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
That's the score. Dolphins 21, Jaguars 14.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give running left is Breida. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Spins away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago. And now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
Fumble.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Come on. Check it out, Reed. Check 52.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Going deep for Eifert. And that will be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here comes Grant on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
5-yard line.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it. 36. Check it back.
Now Breida on a toss left. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Haskins rolling to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On the pickup, 2nd and 6.
Hey, let go.
From the 22, Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, when the Jaguars want to throw the football, they often look to D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Hey, exit.
Minshew, 1st and 10. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a 1st down as well. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. To Thompson on the draw. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play, with the score Dolphins 20.
2nd and 12.
14.
Hey,
Delta.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and good catch there by Tyler Eifert. And Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line.
Hey, Wahoo!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Thompson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Kyle Van Noy able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for Ford.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
33-yard line.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A quick toss out right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
To Jakeem
Grant, 67 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
The 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Dolphins 35, Jaguars 21.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Check 25.
They run again with Breida. And some room to work. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, 36 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. You don't want it? Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at his own.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 52 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Dolphins 42, Jaguars 28. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Team Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Spot. No. Check him. Check. Lucky.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check nickel. Switch.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Haskins will throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
He was covered by...
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
And inches at the 30-yard line.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first.
Incomplete.
And it's 3rd down now.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55.
Now Minshew. And Eifert has it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Check 55 the money. Watch the slant.
Hey, orbit.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
For another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Minshew. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Haskins going to try to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Is good. Makes the score Dolphins 49, Jaguars 34. Jason Sanders to kick.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that one's incomplete. 3 seconds left, and barring a penalty, this next play should be our last. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
49.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.